Hey, I'm Adrian the Canadian, and today we're meeting with Brett Conti. He's an entrepreneur running a skate brand called Fortune. He's also a YouTuber, he's a traveler. He uses his YouTube channel to travel all around the world. He uses his skate brand to travel all around the country. He's an awesome skater, he's an awesome dude. Let's go have a chat. Welcome, Brett, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Adrian. Thank you for having me.
So let's do a quick little recap of who you are, where you're from.
Okay.
What's your story?
Yeah, so my name is Brett Conti, and I am an entrepreneur and YouTuber. I'd say a couple other things, but those are the two main things that I go with. I started a clothing company when I was 21 years old in college. Just me sewing t-shirts in school.
You're actually sewing them yourself?
I used to sew them all myself. My grandfather owned a textile company, so I used to know so much about fabric, and I was probably the only kid in my business school that had a sewing machine. And I used to sew like all the hats, all the pocket t-shirts, everything from scratch. And then after I graduated, pursued that, ended up turning that into my career now. I always told myself, you know, once I moved to New York City, I wanted to start making videos and start getting into YouTube and you know, showing the process of being an entrepreneur living in New York City, because that was always my dream, and I think a lot of other people's dreams around the world, so I wanted to showcase that process. And here we are a couple years later, and I'm doing exactly that. So that's pretty much it in a little bit.
It was funny, the first time I met you, you introduced yourself as a YouTuber and also an entrepreneur, and now you're introducing yourself as an entrepreneur and also a YouTuber.
The entrepreneurship came first, and I guess a YouTuber is an entrepreneur, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're your own boss.
And I think that's one of the things that I want to highlight and talk about is like, you're living the dream, basically.
Living my dream, I'd say.
Yeah.
I try and remind myself that a lot when like little problems come up or like little stresses. I'm always just like reflecting like, this is what I dreamed of a couple of years ago. Nothing can be bad. Like life is great, you know?
Yeah. How do you kind of balance that between YouTube and running a business? How do you prioritize that? Because that must be a constant battle.
It's so tough. I think this all the time. You know the Gandhi quote, which is action expresses priorities. Yeah. I think that all the time, and to be completely honest with you, if I have a video to edit, I honestly usually will put that first, just because I'm so passionate about that. That's one of those things where if, you know, and how they also say like, what's that one thing that you would do for free for the rest of your life? Yeah. That's kind of video for me. Nice. I would definitely say that's video for me. Nice. So sometimes even when I have to do Fortune work, I'm sometimes like, I really want to get this video posted today. Like this is my top priority. But I still, of course, get everything done with Fortune as well. But the plan for the next coming months is to start building more of a team with Fortune, because the YouTube only helps Fortune grow. It's a lot of the marketing. We didn't spend any money in marketing last year. Yeah. So the plan is to help build a team where I don't have to be so hands-on with everything. Yeah. So it's a lot of things I have to handle, but you know, no complaints. So you told me on the way over here you're about to leave in a few days. You're going to go to Bali and you're spending the winter there. Yeah. How are you planning on building a team while you're traveling? What does that look like? Yeah, I mean, even with building a team for both my YouTube and with Fortune. So right now I have a friend, Gabe DeSanti, who I've been working with since October. And within these few months of only knowing him, we've been on like 6 trips together, like business trips where it was like Tourism Board of Arizona. We just went to Colorado. We went to the Philippines for Samsung. Now we're going to Bali to film like a bunch of branded content and content for my YouTube channel. So it's been cool like having someone else who also just loves making videos, and he's gonna be making videos for his channel. Yeah. So it's great to like have him there and like be working and you know, making sure all the content is getting done. Yeah, sounds like a good like alignment partnership where like he gets his stuff done for his side, but exactly, he gets it done for you, and he gets free trips out of it. He gets whatever he wants. Yeah. So he's definitely not complaining. That's awesome. That's awesome. So how did you get started in running the clothing company and skateboarding? How does that all? When did you start skateboarding? I guess I'm guessing you started skateboarding before all of this. Started, you know, about 20 years ago. Yeah, I think I started skateboarding when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Just like riding around, and then. Did you have like the whale tail deck, or did you have like a proper skate deck? Yeah, I had like when I was around, like when I was a little kid, it was still it was the newer proper ones. It wasn't the little fish nose and everything. But that's where it all started, and that's what got me into entrepreneurship. To be honest, like when I was a little kid, you know, skateboarding, you're your own boss, you're your own coach. There is no one telling you when to practice or anything. It's all just self-motivation. Yeah. and you learn a lot about marketing and branding and sponsorships.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, it'd be so cool to own a brand one day.
Yeah.
And then with the internet and everything, making it so much easier where you could just make products and sell them on a website. So I was like, you know what? I'm in college in my dorm room. I don't care if I make too much money.
Yeah.
I just want to start a brand and start a movement, and that's where Fortune came from. I started it in the winter of 2014, the beginning of 2014, I think.
Nice.
And it was to give the profits to the less fortunate, the homeless people in New York City because it was so cold out, and also made beanies and gave them out to the people on the streets that winter.
Nice.
So that's actually where the name came from, and still doing stuff with that. This year we're planning on building a school in Southeast Asia, a Fortune school.
Cool.
So every garment is going to have a hang tag that says how $1 from your purchase is going to that.
That's awesome. Do you see similarities in terms of like the way? Oh, fuck, maybe I answered this. Do you have anything more to add to that?
Yeah.
Like running a business versus skateboarding. Do you see similarities in the way they are together?
Totally, because skateboarding and all the extreme sports are all a business more than baseball, basketball. Like if you're good at the game, then you get on a team, and that's how it works. But through action sports, it's all about endorsements and marketing. It's all about your brand's image, and that's how it goes hand in hand. Where with skateboarding, you don't even have to be the best, but if you have a cool style, if you have a cool personal brand image, then you can make a lot of money from it, become very successful. Same thing with clothing, where it's all about your image. You don't have to make the highest quality things, but if it's dope and people believe in it, they'll back it and it can be really successful.
Yeah. There's a kid, 15 years old, lives in some small town in Ohio, wants to get out of his town, wants to grow up. What would you say to that kid who wants to kind of change his life and make sure he doesn't end up like his parents?
Start a YouTube channel, start a podcast, start an Instagram page. Like, I think people need to take advantage of it because they're going to regret it if they don't. It's such a undervalued thing that you can seriously start an Instagram, whether it's reposting other people's stuff that you're passionate about, or if it's about your life and you can, build it into a cool blog styled Instagram. There's so many opportunities that can come from that, and I know that firsthand. Like opportunities that I didn't even think were possible, getting paid to travel around the world with my friends, all because of like my Instagram and YouTube channel. And it's not, I don't want to say it's not difficult, but I'm just going to say it's possible. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of thought, a lot of creativity, but anyone could do it. And that's what's great about it.
So same question, but putting in the context of person in their mid-20s, some dude chick, a few years into their career, working for some dick of a boss, and they know they don't want that lifestyle. What do you say to them?
I mean, for me, it was definitely traveling. I don't want that to be like a cliche thing, but not just to travel and like party, but to really like find yourself. And when I graduated school, I broke up with my girlfriend, just, that has nothing to do with it. But I was just saying, I like got rid of everything that was weighing me down in my life. And then went on a big trip, like bought a one-way ticket to Asia, and was just like, I need to change my life because I didn't like where it was going. I was a delivery boy. I was like senior class president, graduated, like finance student, got offered jobs, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And I was working in the city, but I wanted to, work on Fortune during the day, and at night I would deliver burgers in Tribeca. True story.
Burger delivery.
Yep. And then I was just like, you know what? Like I need to change it up. I've been doing this for a couple months, and then went on a big trip to Asia, and that really changed my life. Just like all the people I met and the way that it opened up my mind, and just like being like, okay, I love doing this. I love traveling, and that's when I started my YouTube channel. I was like, I need to figure out a way to make this into a career. Yeah. And like I'm saying, like we're in this day and age where like if you have an idea like that, there's no reason you can't make it possible. Yeah. So I would say to not settle and to just keep trying new things and get your mind thinking in different ways and change up your day-to-day. So maybe it's quitting your job, maybe it's exercising more, maybe, I don't know, just do something where your mind is thinking differently so that you can find that one thing that makes you tick.
Yeah. Break your patterns, I guess. Just get out of the routine that you're stuck in.
Exactly.
Nice. Brett, Instagram name, YouTube name, what's that stuff we can pop in? Some links.
YouTube.com/Brett Conti, and then @BrettConti.nyc on Instagram.
Awesome. Thanks so much, dude. Great to see you again, and good luck with your trip.
Adrian, thank you. We're gonna do a trip together next time.
Let's do it. But actually, speaking of free bags, I don't know if you want another bag, but if you want a fresh bag for your trip,
Ooh, this is dope.
So
what is this?
open her up.
This is a speaker? I am so excited. I'm gonna be blasting on this on the beach in Bali. Wow.
So
Yeah,
that's
this is amazing.
So this is a solar panel, power bank, and Bluetooth speaker. So that'll charge your phone, and this has music. So you just press once to check your battery level, press and hold to turn on the speaker.
Does this go into here? Oh, no way. I honestly just got the chills. I'm so pumped right now. I'm about to walk out of New York City right now.
So this guy
Blasting music.
lives in here. So the solar panel faces out. 4 hours of sun will give you a full charge for your phone, or 1 hour of sun will give you 2 hours of music. You can also pop it in this way if you want to have the music playing out. But then this is like your morning, morning karaoke beats.
The morning hype right here. Oh, I am so excited.
If you want to not use it for whatever reason, this is a cover that you can clip into place.
Okay.
To block out that pocket. And because I told you there's a lock.
Sick.
The bag also has a lock, so you can pull this lock out. And then you can lock the bag to something, like to a chair when you're like at a co-working space, or you can lock the zipper shut. The combo set is 000. Just press the pin thing in there to reset it to whatever you want, but that lives in the bag cover. So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, dude, no worries.
This is the best Christmas present I got.
So that was awesome seeing Brett, getting to know a bit more of the story. I didn't actually know that part of his brand, that he was doing it by giving back to people that were homeless and helping people in need. And now he has these ambitions of building a school. That's amazing. Really good job, Brett. Excited to see how that goes, follow along your story. This is the first interview that we have of people that are exciting, chasing their dreams, living their passion, whatever that dream is. And I kind of feel that way, that I don't care what your dream is, but as long as you're living it or chasing after it, good for you. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.